What's going on YouTube? I'm Blitz5 and today's video is about the subclasses in Destiny and why there could possibly be a third subclass on its way. As you know, each character has two subclasses that are interchangeable while playing in-game, but what you may not have realized is that each subclass ability corresponds to one of the elemental damage types featured within Destiny. As you already know, there are three damage types other than the base damage, which is called kinetic. First we have Arc, which is blue and seems to be similar to electric type damage. Then we have Void, which is purple and seems to represent a magic type ability. And finally we have Solar, which is the generic fire ability and is represented with a red flame icon. Now you can see how 2 out of 3 of these elemental damages are applied to the classes. The Hunter uses Solar for Gunslinger and Arc for Blade Dancer, but is missing Void damage. Then the Titan uses Arc for the Striker class and then Void for his Defender subclass, but is missing Solar. And then lastly, the Warlock uses Void for its Void ability, obviously, and then Solar for the Sunsinger, but is missing the Arc damage type. Now if you look in the menu, you can see that there's a third box in the subclass section, which would enable Bungie to add in a possible third class. You may have noticed this so far, or may have seen a video about it, but I just thought this was pretty interesting, and it definitely is debatable as to whether or not they're going to do this. While there haven't been any announcements yet, I think it would just be interesting to finish out each character's ability and then have to pick between the two, and it would actually make it more exciting. Another subclass to level up maybe after a year that the game's been released. They could add in a third one. But on the other hand, I think that this could be part of Bungie's design to make you have to pick between the different characters and kind of heighten the strengths and weaknesses of each. And they also are kind of going for this by making you have a well-balanced team in your fire team and when you raid. And I think that was the main idea behind the 3-person fire team and then the 6-person raid. Although that has some controversy behind it with only having 2 other friends playing the fire team. I think that's their goal behind it. So definitely not for sure. There's been some Reddit posts of people disproving this and other people trying to prove that it is true, that they've had some evidence that it will be coming out in the future. But what I'm interested to see is if that Bungie will ever release any more damage types or any more main characters. Let's say they use a darkness damage type and then have a new character, or maybe 2 new types, and then the new character has both of those but it's missing all of the other ones. That would definitely be interesting to see, and obviously add more layers onto the game. And if Destiny wants to become one of these games that is around for multiple years, people have said giving out 10-year frames, but to me it would be an accomplishment if Destiny was even around for the 2 to 3 year range, and then even more of an accomplishment if it was around 3 to 5 if people stick with playing it. So hopefully they have some good content and online improves and people keep playing it. But as always, we're not going to know. Only time will tell. I appreciate you guys watching. Have fun playing Destiny, and Blitz5, I'm out.